The Blue Jackets played to a loss against the Dallas Stars last night at home, 5-2. This game was exclusively on ESPN Plus and Hulu, so not on cable, not on the Bally Sports app, just ESPN Plus and Hulu for that one. Spencer Martin in net again after his impressive performance against Florida. Same lineup otherwise, so Andrew Peeke still in for David Jiricek, Matthew Olivier still in for Emil Bemstrom. They looked to have a better start than they did in Sunrise against the Panthers, and they succeeded in that after a weird power and lighting issue delayed the start by a couple of minutes, but Columbus would strike first early in the first period. Boone Jenner getting a nice centering feed from Johnny Gaudreau, his shot going off of a Dallas defender leg and into an open net. They would press for more, Dallas getting some shots in there as well. Spencer Martin sharp early to start this one. Then Adam Fantilli would spring a 2-on-1 with himself and Kirill Marchenko, and Fantilli found Marchenko for a goal, making it 2-0 Columbus pretty early in the game. Felt like if the Jackets could keep this kind of start steady, they could really take control of this game in quick fashion, but that would not be happening in this one. That 2-0 deficit definitely seemed to wake up the Dallas Stars, kind of like when you check the alarm clock and you realize you should have been awake 20 minutes ago. That's kind of what we saw here with Marchment getting a really quick response goal, making it 2-1 about midway through the first period. Dallas would get to the power play on a good Branson cross-check, kind of a soft call in my opinion, but you got to roll with the punches. It's killed off, but Dallas got even more dangerous chances after the power play ended. Jackets really not able to clear after that power play ended. Doesn't result in another goal. However, Dallas was taking over in the second half though. Voronkov hit with a holding call as well. Stars' second power play of the night. They did get some shots on goal, but once again did not find the back of the net, and the Jackets would take a 2-1 lead into the first intermission, despite really getting outplayed by quite a bit after going up 2-0. They looked to get momentum back to start the second period. Official got sticked in the face on the opening face-off. He would return to the game, however, so injury updates on the officials always fun to see. Fantilli would kind of get high stick, but then Fantilli was also called for embellishment on the high stick, so we got 2 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey. A little weird, but it turns out, and this was clarified post-game, that Fantilli told the official that the stick didn't actually hit him, so I guess the ref had already called the high sticking, so the refs just kind of sent both to the box as like, well, hey, well, instead of just taking back calling the penalty, we're just going to say both you guys go to the box. So Fantilli getting a penalty for unsportsmanlike, ironically, after displaying some pretty good sportsmanship, clarifying that he wasn't actually high sticked, saving the Stars from having to go on the penalty kill. Turns out that, on the 4-on-4, nothing really happens, but the Jackets get caught on a long shift. That turned into a Sillinger-Texey 2-on-1, but it was shot above the net. Then both Zach Werenski and Jack Roslovic pinch at a really bad time, creating a Foxa and Craig Smith 2-on-1, and Smith would bury the rebound shot. As once again, Damon Severson kind of playing the pass a little bit, but once the shot went off, he couldn't really find the puck, and Smith was just wide open for the rebound chance there. So that ties it up at 2 as Columbus was getting some zone time, kind of getting momentum really into the Stars' favor. Stars continuing to be a really good second period team, although again, this was a continuation from the second half of the first period as well. Then Voronkov was tripped by Jake Ottinger, giving the Jackets their first power play about 6 minutes left in the second period. Chinakov got an open slot chance, but he shoots high as well, and the power play is killed off by the Stars. Then a Jake Bean turnover springs Matt Duchene on a breakaway. He goes 5-hole on Martin, who had it initially, but just couldn't find it as it goes into the back of the net, giving Dallas a 3-2 lead, and that's how the second period ends. Dallas scoring 3 straight now, and Columbus needed to make at least a 1-goal comeback in the third. Sillinger hit a post to start the period, both teams getting some good chances, but less than 4 minutes in, it would be Tyler Seguin's deflecting a point shot past Martin, making it 4-2, and that seemed like the dagger at that point, even with how early it was in the third period, just with how dominant Dallas was, really being able to keep the Jackets in their own zone for really long shifts, and for Columbus, just too many missed shots as well. There, I've mentioned a couple times where the Jackets were getting some good chances, just shooting over the net or missing the net completely. It was, it was kind of the glass behind Jake Ottinger definitely needing some adjusting after the game was done. The Jackets would go empty net with more than 4.5 left in this game. Pascal Vincent really trying to create some kind of offensive spark that was just absent in the third period. It wouldn't do much to change their fate as Robertson would find the empty net with about 3 minutes left in the game. That makes it 5-2, pretty much ices the game right there. So a bit of a rerun from the last time these two teams played about a little more than a week and a half ago, where the Jackets get off to a good start. They get a lead, but just a much better response from the Dallas Stars for the rest of the game. I will say some silver lining for Columbus. That Fantilli, Voronkov, Kirill, Marchenko line was really good. They seemed pretty impactful out there. But the Stars, they did a good job of keeping other lines for Columbus in their own zones for long periods of time. So the Stars, even when it was clear that they weren't really trying to be super aggressive with scoring chances in the third, they were just kind of controlling the game, keeping the puck, having possession. The Stars really just shut the game down once they grabbed a lead there. Third period was pretty boring besides that early Stars goal. And again, just a team in Dallas that at this point they just know what they're doing just a little bit more than Columbus does right now with how young the team is. Pascal Vincent, being in state as the head coach pretty much right before training camp began. Just kind of it's just kind of indicative of where these two teams are at the moment in relation to each other. Some good news for Columbus, though, as Patrick Laine is back skating. He hopes to return sometime this weekend for the back-to-back that the Jackets have coming up. So hopefully Patrick Laine is able to get back out on the ice. He did have some quotes about how he's excited to see Rasmus Andersson early in January when the Jackets and Flames play each other again. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you didn't make it this far into it, you can leave comments on how you felt about this game and how the Jackets might fare in the near future down in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more like it. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next one.